Hello students. Up till now we have seen the concept of carrier to noise ratio, carrier to noise spectral density ratio, and the relation between saturation flux density and EIRP in link budget analysis of satellite communication. The next concept in link budget of satellite communication is input backoff and output backoff. That is these two terms. Now to understand the input backoff and the output backoff and its need, first we should understand what is intermodulation noise. So intermodulation noise is nothing but a disturbance or an interference which arises in any device when multiple carriers of nonlinear characteristics if they pass through any device. So as we know that in satellite communication, we have multiple signals coming in satellite from Earth station and in the same way from satellite towards Earth station. So there is a possibility of this intermodulation noise. Most commonly, this intermodulation noise occurs in TWTA, that is traveling wave tube amplifiers, or more specifically traveling wave tube high power amplifiers. So therefore, to avoid this intermodulation noise, the operating point of this TWT must be backed off to a linear portion of its transfer characteristics. So to reduce the effect of intermodulation noise and to shift the operating point of TWT towards linear portion of its transfer characteristic, we need to introduce one parameter, that is back off, in the link budget calculation. And that's why we have input back off and output back off. Now you should remember one thing, that input backoff is completely related to the uplink C by N0 ratio, that is carrier to noise density ratio of uplink. Whereas output backoff is completely related to the downlink C by N0 ratio. And that's why this input backoff is related to the Earth station EIRP, whereas output backoff is related to the satellite EIRP. So how to introduce this input and output backoff in our link budget? Now how to specify it? So what we need to do is, we need to specify this input backoff at the Earth station EIRP, as I told you. Now how to introduce it? What is our motto? Our motto is to reduce the EIRP of Earth station, which is responsible for TWT saturation. So what we need to do? We have to have the EIRP uplink such that some amount of backoff will be, or some amount of power will be subtracted from the EIRP, which is responsible for saturating the TWT at the satellite. So that's why the backoff, that is input backoff, will be subtracted from the EIRP saturation while uplink. Also we know that the uplink C by N0 ratio is given by this equation. This we have already studied before. And also the EIRP saturated uplink in terms of saturation flux density, which we have seen in the last lecture, is given by this equation. So by substituting this and this term in equation 1, we can find the C by N0 uplink, that is uplink carrier to noise density ratio, in terms of input backoff like this. So this equation is nothing but C by N0 uplink with input backoff. In the same way, if we consider the satellite EIRP, then we have to write the EIRP equation for the downlink like this. That is, EIRP while downlink equals to EIRP saturated for downlink, and the thing we will subtract from this is output backoff to avoid the intermodulation noise. So by referring all these things, the downlink carrier to noise density ratio, that is C by N0D, will be given by this equation. This is what the C by N0D with output backoff. So in all, input and output backoff are required in satellite link budget communication for avoiding the intermodulation noise. Based on this, let's see one example. So this is one example on this, that is an uplink at 14 GHz requires a saturation flux density of minus 91.4 dB watts per meter square and an input backoff of 11 dB. The satellite G by T is 6.7 dB Kelvin inverse, that is dB per Kelvin, and receiver feeder loss amounts to 0.6 dB. What we need to calculate? You have to calculate carrier to noise density ratio. So first we'll see what are the parameters or the values given to us. So first, the saturation flux density is given, frequency of 14 GHz is given, input backoff is mentioned, that is 11 dB, G by T ratio is given, and finally the receiver feeder loss, that is RFL, is given as 0.6 dB. Now to calculate the carrier to noise density ratio, first we need to find the A0. A0 is what? A0 is effective aperture of an isotropic antenna, the proof of which we have seen in my last lecture. So by using the same equation, the value of A0 we will find, and that comes out to be minus 44.37 dB meters per square. Now, by using the equation of carrier to noise density ratio of uplink, that is this equation, and substituting all the values, we can easily calculate the uplink C by N0 ratio, and which comes out to be 74.53 dB hertz. So this is what the concept of input and output backoff. Thank you.